Okay.
Alright, shall I pick up?
Ready?
Which one? That one? Hey everyone, welcome! Welcome to Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Hey, welcome to the show.
Welcome, everybody.
Nice to see everybody here on a Thursday night. Hi, Gina. Hi, Merwin. My sweet Christina, Angel Mary, a Flower Girl. Not in that order. Don't worry, I got the list in order here. Austin, hey. Good to see you.
So,
We got news?
post-Easter blowout.
Oh, yeah, we still had some leftover turkey we were finishing.
And what did we do with it?
We put some pesto on it, which was interesting. You know.
Nice idea, Banshee.
It wasn't bad.
All right.
Bad. But
Hi,
anyway.
Patton.
Hey, Patton. Got the iMac?
So no new announcements. Not really. Nothing.
Not really. We're working on
unordinary.
stuff. We've got a plan to cut another video this weekend. We think it's going to be the pandemic one.
We think it's time to weigh in
Especially
again.
since Michigan is in the state it's in right now. So, not good. Not good.
It is a sad duty.
So, but we're going to put a little bit of a different spin on this one. I mean, there's going to be some predictive of where the pandemic's going, but we're also going to look at the collective kind of personal toll it's taken on, societies. So we will take a look at that a little bit, I think, in this reading.
The current germs.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, I getcha.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Better safe than sorry, really. Seriously, I don't know what to say other than that. Well, anyway, guys, today I've got second shot. That is big news. Thank you, Gina. Yes, it is. And very few side effects. I have no soreness in this arm at all, so I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, it's gone. And no fever or anything. I was really surprised. Temperature stayed pretty good. I was kind of zonked, though, the first day. That day of the shot. I could have slept all day, really. I was tired.
You betcha, Patton. But you know what? It's a good household rule. We probably have our own.
Yeah, no, I get it. And I think that's good to have, rules where others do not. I think it's a good thing.
Oh, I wish I could be near 173.
Well,
I'm beyond
I'm
that.
happy to report I've lost 11. I'm not going to say how much more I have to lose. 11 pounds of my COVID weight gain. So I'm pretty happy about that. Jelly beans and all. All right. Well, listen, we're going to get things started with the card for the collective. And I'm going to be doing the... Oh, he's showing the jelly beans. Be using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. I'm going to have Mr. O pick one at random when I shuffle. And because they're always read upright. And so I thought it'd be a good oracle for the collective today.
When I graduated high school, I was about 165, and I was about my height, 5'11". And my mom used to think I was so skinny, and she would say, "Don't turn sideways, I can't see you."
Well, we could talk about that, Mr. No, you know what?
But now, many years later, I'm a few pounds over 165, that's for sure.
All right, Mr. Skinny.
Of course, I have more muscle weight, too, these days, because I've been exercising for 30 or 40 years, so...
Hey, guys, and the other big news is it's less than 2 weeks till my birthday.
Woo!
I'm getting in the red Aries spirit.
Could that be because you know you're getting an early birthday present?
Maybe.
So what do we got here?
Well, you read it upright, so what do you have? Justice?
Justice.
All right. Well, we have
It's a pretty
justice
card.
for the collective. Why, yes, it is. Whoops, I passed it. I'm at the Hanged Man. Whoopsie.
I see. Okay, that makes a difference, I suppose.
This one is very short but sweet, and it's focused on karma. The law of cause and effect is in play now, as I see elements in my life balance out. What goes around comes around. I'm now seeing evidence of this law in the conditions of my world.
And we have intruder alert.
We do? Oh, him. The cat has arrived. What do you want to do?
He's snaking around here. Go away. Don't. No, go.
Oh, he's gone.
I didn't touch him. I just shoot him.
Oh.
Honest.
Okay.
Well, we go to a lot of work to try to get our
Don't
setup right.
worry.
And then he comes in, knocks over the cameras, all
Don't
that
worry.
stuff.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
On this, we can trust.
That's right. Okay. Hey, we want to go over the cards before I go over the list?
Okay,
Let's do
well, I
that.
have my Tarot of de las Sirenas, also known as the Tarot of the Mermaids. And then I have the Tarot of the Northern Shadows.
It's a nice deck.
Yes. And then finally, I have my English Magic Tarot. And
That's
that's
a nice
the
deck as well.
the Ace of Wands and other cards. Alrighty. And
Well,
you?
I have another MJ Cullinane deck. I have today the Grimalkin Tarot, the Cat Tarot. This is the Seven of Wands there.
Oh, I love this deck. It's so
Yeah.
nice.
Very nice. And then I have another nicely artistic deck. I have, of course, got to have a Ciro Marchetti, and I have the, oh gosh, what is it? The Tarot?
Grand.
No. She desperately looks for the box. Ah. The Gilded Tarot Royale by Ciro Marchetti.
Oh,
Sorry about that. It is one of my newer ones, the Gilded Tarot Royale. The Queen of Pentacles. And it's actually a remake of the Gilded Tarot from many years back. And he did just a beautiful job. And they're borderless, which I like. And finally, we go the opposite direction completely, and I have a very minimalist tarot to challenge us. It is the tarot, not the basic tarot, but the essential tarot. And the images are very simple. Like you have a crown and a pentacle for the King of Pentacles. Can you handle it, Mr. O?
I can handle it.
I like the colors on this deck. Did you show the backs of the cards? It's just
Maybe.
really nice. Anyway.
They're regular jelly beans. I don't know if we call them whatever that is. Bamboozled?
Bean boozled?
Bean boozled? No. However, there are one or two giant ones, and I guess the Star Twist or Star whatever brand makes these incredibly large ones too, like jumbo jelly beans.
Finally, I have the Mystical Lenormand painted by Urban
you.
Trosh. And it's going to confuse people to heck, because look, well, that's a pelican. You know that's not a stork. So at any rate, that is the anchor card in this deck. So we'll be careful watching the images, making sure we don't mess up. The only thing I dislike about this deck is I can tell what number is supposed to be what card now, but the numbers on these cards are very faint. So it'll be a challenge, Mr. O. Are you up for it?
I'm up for it.
All right. Let's go over our list. And by the way, the webpage is coming. The webpage is coming. I keep saying it. It's got to come out next week. I'm shooting for April 15th as the date. All right. So first on our list is My Sweet Christina, then Angel Mary, then Estelle. We have Merwin, Flower Girl, Gina, Austin, and Patton.
All right.
All right. So you are up, My Sweet Christina.
And there it is. Should we do a two and two, or how do you want to do that?
Oh, boy, there are a lot of scams like that out there. There definitely are. Why don't we do... Oh, okay, Patton. But thanks for joining us. That's fine. You can hang out. Why don't we do a 3-card... no, why don't we do a yes-no first to see if Ed and his brothers got evicted and just see what it says.
Okay. What am I?
I'm not going to totally trust the yes-no alone on this one, though, my sweet Christina.
Okay, I've grabbed a deck then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. That probably sounds like a good plan.
So first we're going to find out about the eviction.
Right.
Hope everybody's staying safe and doing well out there. That's all I can say. This is still crazy times.
Well, today at my workplace, 2 persons of authority had to tell the same person they were not wearing their mask properly, and it was a semi-argument of sorts. And it's by somebody who is semi-belligerent in the past too, or pointed about their lack of compliance. So it was kind of disturbing. I didn't like it.
All right.
Count them.
I know. Wow. Well, it's leaning towards no, that they're not being evicted.
Right, so it's actually maybe not clear, but it probably is leading that way.
You know, if there's any way you can contact Ed or anybody else who knows Ed to be sure, I would do so. We have the 5 of Swords here upright. And we have the 2 of Cups upright, Mr. O. So what do you make of that combination?
Well, I'm getting the feeling like maybe they're trying to use a sympathy of relationship or harmony or a sense of that. But I think their motives are not the best, or are just maybe mostly self, because maybe they feel that they've lost their head in certain respects, but they do feel majorly like there's just sort of an unease here with their situation, and I'm wondering if they're just trying to prevail upon somebody that they feel is sympathetic to them, perhaps.
And the other card in the reading was the Ace of Wands. I'm not going to put that there, but let's just look at 3 cards. No, I'm not going to do the other question.
Okay.
I want to just get a more, well, per se. I want to look at the whole situation.
You're going to use that deck then?
Yep.
All right.
See if we get anything different here. And it'll be interesting to see if any of the same cards popped up.
True.
All right. Shuffle. All right. Whoop.
Sorry.
Let's see what we got here. All right, we got the High Priestess upright. We have the Knight of Wands upright. We have the Knight of Cups upright. So we have these upright characters here. I think this is speaking towards you, my sweet Christina. And I feel that, you care a lot about this, what's going on here, but you've got to act, responsibly and smartly to find out what's going on here. I feel your intuition, too, is at play, that you should trust your gut on this one to some level, too. You may already kind of in your mind have thought, I really have my doubts about this.
I can't add a whole lot to what she's saying there with that, but immediately when I saw these two knights there, I thought,
Yeah.
don't envision yourself as the white or light knight riding to the rescue, the good knight.
Very good
So I sort of
point.
feel like there's this idea there that to some degree this could appeal to you on that instinctual level, that maybe, this is a concern you should, take seriously. I don't know that it really is or isn't, based on the fact that with the first two cards, it just sort of seems there's something
Funny going on. Yeah.
So it could also mean, too, that these knights are necessarily moving in a direction, but it doesn't necessarily mean, the direction achieves something. It's just a movement in general. So
Yeah, that Five of Swords in that last reading indicated to me you got to watch out for you.
So that's three knights then, really.
Right, that's true too. And so I would say, tread carefully here. I like what Mr. O said about this, Maybe you want to rush right in, your heart, is into that. But, really trust your gut on this one. If you have doubts, see if you can't find some other type of verification on
If
this.
it's not that, then maybe it could be saying, too, that somebody is trying to use their sense of being trustworthy to you, or that they want you to feel that way, and or with the hearts, just that there's an emotional bond or connection. Your wisdom as the high priestess, your instinctual nature, will have to work on that to decide what you really feel there.
Okay, I'm going to do the Lenormand real quick.
I want those jelly beans so bad.
I'm not stopping you.
I know you're not.
You wish I was now. Okay, we have the tree. That's really beautiful. And then we have the ship. So,
Hi, hot girl.
oh, hey, hot girl.
We'll put you on the list.
Okay, it's not a huge list. We got a few names. All right. Well,
That Knight of Cups, my sweet Christina, would definitely talk to that sense of empathy, and just being the high priestess too, the sense of understanding things, some sort of instinctual wisdom.
It's really weird here, though, that I'm seeing this, my sweet Christina, because I've got the tree and I've got the ship. And what does that almost sound like to me? Like somebody is moving, or, or traveling?
Is it connected to something better in terms of their health, or some sort of foundation or movement or growth that they're hoping to receive?
Yeah, I am not sure about this. This almost makes it sound like Ed might make a move, but I don't really still feel that they are being evicted. Because that tree is too positive as well, I feel like maybe there's something that I wonder if there is Ed out of town right now. Is somebody taking advantage of the fact that Ed's not around for you to check on this, maybe? So that's my thought too, because that indicates a distance kind of thing.
Well, I almost wonder too if the nature of what's going on could suggest that maybe you'll be asked, or will be seeing them move on in some way, or maybe you'll be helping them do that. Maybe part of this is about maybe getting them to see where they need to go on their own.
Okay, so that makes it hard. It makes it complicated. And I just decided to look at the bottom of the deck, and I've got the Queen of Swords here, which to me indicates again that, you've got to be careful here. You've got to make a wise decision, And it's almost like telling you head over heart on this one, my sweet Christina.
If they feel like they're family to you, are they possibly trying to say they need to come to you? Is this what the journey's about, and the representation of family? Just another thought there. I don't know.
Tread carefully on this one. You have to keep us posted.
It's for sure that's true.
Hey, okay, Angel Mary, you are up, and then Estelle, Merwin, Flower Girl, Gina, Austin, and Hot Girl. Right. You're welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really sad you don't know who to trust anymore. I am not going to tell anybody about the horror story. Okay, I'll tell you just a little bit. There was something in Michigan that happened to a homeowner who left their house while this person was going through doing their work, and they just did something really awful. I can't even go there. I don't even want to discuss it on YouTube, but it's like it was so, and it's only because they had a baby cam that they saw this, and the guy's busted. And that's all I'm gonna say. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so that's why I say you just don't know who to trust anymore. You think you can trust people, and I don't know.
What's coming to Angel Mary?
In April. Okay. Well, I hope April is better. Of course, it is April. It's partially through April already, but let's see what's coming before the end of the month for you. It's still early. My birthday hasn't passed yet.
Well, don't forget to watch my show tomorrow. It's on at 10 a.m. Fridays Eastern Standard Time, and it's the weekly forecast on the emotional currents in your life.
And if you didn't catch his Goth Tarot...
Yes, that was on yesterday, and that's my very short collective reading about our shadow life. So check that out too. Thank you.
All right, April.
Okay, April, for Angel. First we have the moon upright. Hi, Dispel.
Oh, hey, Dispel, welcome. Get you on the list. It's not super long.
And then we have the Hermit reversed. And then we have the reversed King of Swords. So it looks to me like you might have to tell somebody something that you haven't wanted to. Maybe it constitutes a secret, or at least something you haven't willing perhaps to be upfront about. It may be an important thing because it may affect largely what you feel about an important issue, or how you choose to act on that, or how you may actually be judging somebody or something about that issue. It's possible that maybe some people would feel there was something inappropriate, and maybe you have sensitive feelings about why you don't want to share that. Okay.
Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of a different thought. I feel as though there's some mystery, you know. There's something that you need to find out in your outer world. You know, this is not like some personal, how should I say this, internal journey or anything like that. But I feel like right now with the Hermit reversed, it's talking about concerns in the real world. It's talking about being out there in the mundane reality. And I feel like you're going to find out something, or you need to find out something. And it may influence you, to make a decision that you've been having a hard time making. I don't know why. When I see that King of Swords this time, I feel like it's somebody who just doesn't have what they need to make a decision about something, a firm decision about something. And it has something to do with the outside. I mean, it's not like anything internal. It's something to do with, I would say, maybe the workplace, maybe your everyday life, something like that.
I wonder if it's actually, now that I think about it, the dichotomy between this outside world, the real world, and then this inner world. Like maybe there's just some feud between aspects, or there's some dissonance there, and clarity will come maybe carefully, or with some amount of, really trying to pierce through the mystery and its effect on real-time, real functioning.
Well, there is some struggle there. And by the way, Mr. O, I loved your interpretations of the the king this week. That was very good.
Why, thank you. Is that today's card?
I think
Tomorrow's
it was the King of Swords. No, we're done with the kings.
Thank goodness. Okay.
And the double-edged sword of the Queen, too.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
So,
well, let's throw the Lenormand in.
Yeah, I want to throw the Lenormand on this to see if it can point me to where this might be coming from in your life in this month. Uh-oh, somebody's back. I told you. He's trying to figure out a way up here. Hey, wait a minute. Wait. If I don't make it easy, he's going to dive bomb the table. You know that.
There is that.
He might anyway.
There is
All
that.
right.
Oh, look at those.
Yeah. Well.
So we have the bear.
Now, sometimes the bear can be about a mother image, somebody who's a mom or a mother. And then we have the house. So I don't know if this has to do with family, but it definitely may have to do with where you live or something to do with your surrounding area.
Right. I mean, I'm trying to align it with the other cards. And I sort of feel the bear maybe aligns with the king in the sense of trying to really achieve a stronghold or be strong for a particular trial or thing one is going through.
This month might be a time for you to try to find your security zone too, your personal comfort zone, your secure place, where you feel safe and secure and comfortable.
And see, that home then, maybe because it's a sign of the physical, it maybe goes a little bit to the idea that you were expressing with the hermit, the focus on our real world,
Yes.
our outer world. So in a sense, when I think about it metaphorically, I know this is a little silly, but a good bear likes to maybe hibernate in their home. And so I'm thinking this is just a sign of saying maybe in April, you're going to hunker a little bit home while you're looking at some of these situations, because I'm just thinking that the King of Swords reverse could also say don't rush to judgment if a judgment's coming up.
This is really interesting that you say that, because I'm thinking now that maybe you think it's a bad idea to go out, too much into the real world right now, or to do too much socializing, etc. And, because there's so many unknowns yet, with the virus and everything else going on. I just feel like maybe you're still feeling more like being kind of like he said, hunkering down. I when you said that really somehow resonated with me all of a sudden.
Why, thank you.
So I'm going to go with that. I don't know if that makes any sense to you at all, Angel Mary, but I wish you luck. And it just seems like it's kind of a lay low, I think, kind of month. For the most part.
There's definitely some competing interest, and maybe it's
Absolutely.
better for you to just sort of wait it out and see, let them take the lead a little bit and see how that goes before you have to really do any kind of intervention there.
That hermit is, about the regular everyday world reversed. But with that King of Swords reversed there, it's almost like playing against it, saying, do you really want to be out there right now? Maybe it's not a good decision to make.
And in a very general, broad sense, the moon can always talk a little bit about a sense of things you don't know, the unknown, something unexpected.
Right. That's what I was going for that.
So that just flavors it maybe a little bit.
That's what we got for you. Good luck with that.
Thanks, Angel Mary.
And hey, Acel, you are up. And then Merwin, Flower Girl, Gina, Austin, Hot Girl, and Dispel.
I'm loving me those jelly beans.
It's warm in here today.
It is a little
warm. He
warm.
wanted to put the air conditioner on, but
No.
our temperatures are going to
No,
be
I don't.
flip-flopping pretty soon.
I don't want to turn on the air. I did turn on the ceiling fan in the other room, so I'm feeling a little bit of a relief there. Not a whole lot.
You're welcome, Angel Mary.
Thank you, Angel Mary. I appreciate hearing that. All right, so we are waiting for...
Acel, there it is.
There we are.
All right. General reading for April. What's coming? Okay.
Hi, Estelle. Let's do this.
Was that your deck?
That was mine.
Okay, no problem.
And everybody, if you haven't liked us, please do so.
Oh, yeah, like the page. Like it. Subscribe. We've had a few fly-by-night followers lately. It's kind of like we get up to 244, and then we get down to 242 again, and it's like, I don't know why we flip-flop like that.
Okay, Estelle, we're doing the general reading for April.
Yep, we got ya. And hope you're doing well, Estelle.
So we had a little rain earlier today around here.
And a few thunder booms.
Yeah, they were kind of loud.
They were really loud. It was crazy.
Yeah, the cats all ran away.
Made a beeline upstairs. I jumped out of bed. I was pretty comfortable there.
Taking that nap.
Taking that nap.
Okay, Estelle, this one's for you. Your general reading. Whoops. What do we got?
But no severe stuff, really. It was not bad. We're supposed to get a lot of rain this weekend. They always say this, and I'm still waiting for it.
Okay.
Got 2 10s here. We got the High Priestess reversed. We have the 10 of Swords, but the 10 of Swords is reversed. And then we've got this one upright, the 10 of Pentacles, which is a good card. So what do we got here, Mr.? Oh, I'm looking at that. You know, it's interesting, Asal. I don't know if anybody has been, say, sick in the home or under the weather, but there's some kind of healing, whether it's yourself, whether it's emotional, physical, spiritual. There's kind of a healing now going on. A sense that, you know, you can look at some of the worst in life as being behind you now, and you can kind of move forward from here. And moving forward involves some positive things. Maybe, you know, maybe there's some help or support from family in something new that you want to do. Or, you know, this just shows that you could, you know, you're moving towards building something very solid, secure for yourself, whether it's a relationship or whether it's financial. The only thing is that High Priestess, but I'm going to let you go ahead. And
well, I strongly feel that with that 10 of Pentacles in a nice position there, this is really talking about the family connection, and I get the feeling like maybe something's going to happen there, like maybe you're going to visit, or maybe they're going to visit, or something will happen that will be very beneficial in regards to from the family. And likewise, I get the feeling too that with that 10 of Swords reversed, this may also play into the idea that maybe there's a release of a tension because some things have suitably really reversed themselves. Maybe it's someone's health outcome. Maybe it's some other outcomes have seemed to change or reverse in certain ways, or the tension is releasing and movement looks better now going the other direction. Then finally, with that High Priestess reverse, though, it more or less, to me, indicates that maybe none of this was necessarily a divine, a lucky thing that happened. It was just sort of meant to happen. There was just maybe some certain lesson to be learned there, but it doesn't seem, in my opinion, to matter terribly if anything karmic doesn't really come through. It was kind of really like just kind of getting life back together, moving back towards square one or whatever you need it to be.
Well, I'm looking at all 3 cards now, and I'm taking that High Priestess into the other messages this way. You know, now that I think about it, Asel, there's been some healing going on. There's been a turn, and maybe with this High Priestess reversed, you just aren't feeling it yet. You know, you aren't really feeling it yet, but I feel that things are healing and recovering, and that things are going to rebound in a very healthy fashion. Whether it's, your health has been a concern, mental, physical, whether it's been material concerns, or even if it's been concerns between family, it looks like there's just some really great things happening here.
I'm wondering if you tend to feel you have a particular strong bond with this sister you've mentioned. I'm getting the feeling that maybe to some degree that's represented by the high priestess there, because I think what it tells me is that your bond is deep, even if it doesn't always seem to be on the surface acknowledged. It really is very deep there, and that you have a talent for knowing what each other needs or wants at certain times. But in general, I think that what you said maybe is supported by some of this,
I think so.
that there's a reversal to the way things had been going, and maybe some support or something going on from a family connection. So I hope so.
If you give this some thought or maybe some input, set something in motion this month, it's possible something could happen by summer. It just looks very optimistic to me overall, Estelle. Let's see what else we get here.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If you want, I'll let you come over here.
Come on.
Mommy, I'll let you come. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Here,
Sonny.
son, man. Son, come on.
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
He's so wary all of a sudden.
Lay down. Lay down, you.
All right. So speaking of everything looking positive, Estelle, the first card I pulled is the Sun card. And the second card is the Stork. The Stork is all about moves, in a way. So maybe what this is saying, a successful move of some sort, might be set in motion. Something new, a new beginning is in store. And what the Sun is saying here is that this new beginning really has a lot of potential for success.
It's hard for me to say exactly if this could be this summer, but I think that, this sort of looks like a plan is formed, and that there is something easing. The sunlight tells me that things are easing for you. That's what I sort of got with that Ten of Swords reverse too, sort of an easement of some difficulties at this time. So it mostly looks like full steam ahead with some new plans with that Stork there. So I am hoping it happens. It just may be that the High Priestess reverse says there's something unexpected still, so it may take longer than the summer, but it's not clear here.
So you may have, wanted a general what's happening in April, but it is possible the cards picked up on this idea of yours, I think it's possible.
Well, there you go.
And that's what we have for you.
So
good luck with that.
We will be interested to hear more about that, so I hope that works out for you.
And we are on Merwin. Hey, Merwin.
Hi, Merwin.
Sorry you had a bad day today. And then Flower Girl, Gina, Austin, Hot Girl Vic, and Dispel.
You're welcome, Estelle.
And Dispel, I love sleeping during nice rolling thunder showers. Let's call it a thunder shower or a thunderstorm. Thunderstorms, I don't mind watching them during the day. I think they're awesome. But I don't like the tornado element or the heavy hail element either.
Well, we actually kind of lived through a
proximity,
pretty good proximity
we
tornado.
were a small city affected by a tornado.
And it was totally unexpected because this particular area had not had any kind of hurricane in possibly over 20 years at that time. It was just crazy.
Yeah, and I had to spend the night outside the city because I was working the night shift at the academic library I worked at back then, and they closed the borders to the city. I could not get in, so I had to stay at a friend's house overnight, which was a good thing. I was able to contact them and do that. It's crazy.
All right, Merwin.
All right, Merwin.
I have picked my deck.
Yes, so sad. So find a new job soon. Yes, no?
Mm-hmm.
And then if we need to, we'll throw 3 cards to get more of an outlet.
If we don't see the right answers, we're going to burn the deck. No, we're not.
Oh, yeah, in the South, I sympathize. You get a lot of them. Yep. Whew. We're pretty lucky in our end of the state in Michigan. Michigan will get them, but it's not as often here, knock on wood, as I say that. Oh, Sonny, you got your wish. Now stay there. All right, let's see. Well, it's leaning towards yes, Merwin, but there is a caveat here.
Oh, yeah.
It is leaning towards yes. You got two aces, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, reversed, and then you've got also Death reversed. So I think, that it might take a little time, but you asked if you'd get it very soon. So what I think is maybe what this is saying is it's just going to appear to you like things are going nowhere, that, you're just like thinking this is never going to happen. And suddenly it happens.
Right. And it could be too that, even now, there's always red tape involved with hirings. I mean, for certain jobs, hiring can be really easy, but then with jobs with more technical skill in the healthcare background, in the medical scientific background, there tends to be a little bit more red tape tie-ups or scrutiny going on. So I think the general answer is most likely yes, sooner within the framework of how tarot does things. But there's just going to be a level of sort of slowness, inertia that you will feel about it.
I want to just do 3 quick to see if I can get a little bit more on the Death reversed. And we'll throw the Lenormand. So we got a short list today. Okay, so then after Merwin, once we're done with Merwin, which we're still doing you, Merwin, so hang on. Then Flower Girl, Gina, Austin, Hot Girl Vic, and Dispel. I'm so sorry. That is just sad. But you know what? This is the time for them to do all kinds of shenanigans, take advantage of this COVID virus period, and eliminate departments, cut back, do all kinds of things. So we have the Hierophant upright.
Let me move these ones. Got it.
We have the Lovers reversed. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Well, when I see the Wheel of Fortune, I'm just thinking this is talking about this time period right now, the reversal. And I feel as though this is a time for you to just stay the course, to kind of just maintain, the fact that you will be employed again, this attitude of, you'll get there. The Lovers just indicates to me that I think, try to be, everybody needs a job. I understand that. But try to make sure, the choices that you make, are ones that you're going to be, that you really want, that you want to be at for a while.
Right, it's kind of funny in a way because the Hierophant and then the Lovers reverse both sort of like buck up against each other too. And I think it just really epitomizes the idea that you will have to, work on some levels of presentation, but also maybe how you internalize thinking about what you're going to go through when you start really looking at jobs or considering ones that may be coming up to you and that you feel you're going to try for. It's really going to be a little challenging, I think. And like Banshee says, it's going to be about, really trying to discern all the factors that will make you happy. So in that sense, it could be why maybe there's a little bit of stagnation, because you don't really want to rush into just anything.
I feel though the Hierophant also might be giving us a clue about, what you're going to be doing. The Hierophant, to me, I don't know if you'll work for an educational entity of some sort, or if you'll get back to doing what you were doing, because sometimes I think that's what the Hierophant is. It's like doing what you know, right? It's like...
It could be. Mm-hmm.
So,
I see that in a way.
It's upright. And the other thing I want to tell you here, Merwin, is you've got 3 major arcana in this reading. This is an important time for you right now. So make the most of this time in whatever that means to you.
Work through the cycles carefully. Don't try to move them faster than maybe they seem to be moving.
So you've got the moon. This is really wild. This changes everything. No, you have the clover. And so what is the clover? To me, the clover is very similar to the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot. And so it's about synchronicity, it's about timing, it's about luck. And this is upright. And the clover is a very powerful card in the Lenormand. And so with the moon, because the moon indicates job success, I do feel you are going to find something. And it might be through a stroke of timing, right timing, or luck.
Well, when I think about those and meditate, and then I see that wheel there too, I'm just wondering too if there's any other little nudges that might be able to be applied to the whole process that might be helpful, because the moon seems to signify fortune.
That's right.
So good luck, and who knows, maybe we'll work with you.
Hey, you are welcome. I hope it's
You're
as
welcome,
rosy
Merwin.
as it looked, because really that was not bad. So, we're on Flower Girl, and she did write her question. What should she look out for?
Okay, so we use my deck,
Yes.
so...
Indeed. I'll take a jelly bean off your hand.
Oh, they're deadly. Here, I'm going to change the camera again so nobody can see me scarf down a whole bunch. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that.
He would.
I've already done it twice, though.
Okay. So we're using one of your decks?
We used mine the last time, didn't we?
Oh, well, we used one of each, so...
So it's that back to me again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Very well. Very well indeed. So we're going to use the English Magic Tarot for Flower Girl's reading. What should Flower Girl look out for? Hello, Sunman. What's up? Your feet are interfering with my hands trying to flip.
So you're talking about the old company before it was taken over, Merwin, or something different? Well, good luck either way. I hope it works out.
Indeed.
All right. Right there. Is he purring, or did I hear?
I thought I heard him purring, and
Okay.
I thought that can't be, but I think he's purring. He's so
it's
happy.
not. I thought at first, am I hearing a little peal of thunder out there? Or is that his loud purring?
So we have the Page of Swords.
Page of Wands.
Whoops, Wands. Pardon-moi. We have the Seven of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
That one's reversed. First one was upright. And then we have, another 7. The 7 of Cups. And that one's upright.
Wow, well, it looks to me, Flower Girl, you should look out for some positive news, or maybe a new beginning of some sort, some new opportunity, that might come your way. It could be in business. It could be a relationship. Sometimes the wands are that. It sounds like something new. It could be an invitation, like a date or an invitation. But, make sure that this is right for you. We've got that 7 of Cups there. And you know how sometimes, things sometimes can be illusory. Everything looks good on the surface, but, you need to dig a little deeper to find out if it's really true. So you may want to look into this further to make sure if it's really right for you. Otherwise, it could be kind of a step in the wrong direction.
Well, it's interesting because, of course, to me, the Page of Wands represents a message or news coming to you. Mm-hmm. And then I see the 2 sevens sort of talking about, something almost related in a way, like maybe the idea that certain offers or ideas or thoughts or challenges that come to you will actually pull you out of line, will sort of delay you or distract you from keeping your momentum. It will sort of like really take you out of your position of standing if you meditate or if you divert yourself. I don't want to say meditate. If you divert yourself too long with other choices or possibilities, maybe some of them are realistic, but maybe most of them are not. I think it's going to just sort of pull you out of place for something you really want to stay in place for.
So let me get this straight, as I like that. Suddenly there's something there.
Like maybe, for example, if you were thinking of changing your job because some things came up and they said, oh, da-da-da-da-da, maybe not. Maybe if you did those things, it might pull you out of something that might be coming for you in the job you now have. For example, a promotion that you didn't know was going to happen, but you left before they got around to doing it.
So, as I was going to ask you...
Thank you for waiting.
I was going to ask you, before I forget, the 7 of Cups are... Okay, this is news coming. I like this. So this is news coming of some opportunity, or some opportunity coming your way. But you just are distracted by other shiny, sparkly things in your life right now, and this could cause you to take a stumble or a setback if you don't look into this opportunity more carefully and think about it seriously, because it might be something you really will not have a chance to take advantage of again. Is that kind of what you're saying?
In a way, mm-hmm.
Okay.
It actually clarifies it more in a way.
I actually think that does make a lot of sense to me.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I got confused by the stars.
You mean like in the cartoon when somebody hits you over the head and you see the stars flying around?
Yeah, no. No. The star card, and there was a reason. It's actually the picture that's on the box. And I'm just like, why am I, and then I got confused.
Yeah, he's doing a heavy-duty purring here.
I know. I wonder if it... So if you guys hear any rumbling, it's not our stomachs. It's Sunny purring. All right, let's see what we have here. We have the lily. And we have the querent. We have you. And so, excuse me. I think you just kicked up a lot of hair.
Yes, I did. I'm sorry about that.
And he just moved the camera. So... The thing is that, wow. The thing is that you have to really decide, you have to be, how should I say this? You have to be mature and not look at pie in the sky things like the 7 of Cups thing here. You have to be the mature person and really, really look at the things that are being offered to you and what is really important, determine what is really crucial to you and what are things that, are just wishful thinking.
Right. It seems to me like that's exactly right, that there's just really, I think that in this case the lily supports the idea of really taking more time to mature about it. It's not that it's really about being mature, but it's really about letting this thing season a little bit. Because I think if that's the clue, is like if somebody says, well, it's a real short-time opportunity, you want to think about that, because it probably shouldn't be presented that way. You're going to need to have a suitable amount of time to really figure this out in terms of where your advantages will go or not.
The lily's a funny card. And so I could also look at the lily as saying that you know, this opportunity, you might feel you're not prepared for it enough, you know, that you don't have enough skills or training, that maybe you're not ready to take this leap. But I have a feeling that this might not come around again, whatever this is.
Right. Well, there is that thought there, too, that it could represent an idea or an opportunity you might miss. I'm still thinking you need to be more cautious about the whole thing.
Yeah. So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that, Flower Girl. Sounds interesting, and it sounds intriguing. It looks to me business-oriented, but it could be relationship, too. It very well could be.
Yeah.
Because, again, there's a little bit of that with the lilies, too.
And then corroborating with the cups.
Yeah.
In a way.
So good luck with whatever's coming your way, what you need to look out for. You need to look out for some new opportunity. That sums it up.
Okay.
And Gina, where are you? Gina, you are up. And then Austin, Hot Girl, and Dispel.
I think we just got rated 4 stars.
Did we? Well, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Grab your essential.
What is essentially going on with your twin flame is all well in his world. Okay.
And yeah, I should stop petting this cat because his hair is flying everywhere. I had an attack last week from it.
Well, it is warm. You know, it got up to almost 80 today. So it's been very, very warm here.
It's going to
get down to 70 tomorrow. And from there, every day it gets a little cooler. Till finally we're back in the 50s again, I think early next week.
Oh, dear.
Sigh. But my tree is flowering. I'll have to take pictures. The flowers are popping up. Hooray. Well, let's see what's essentially happening here. All right. All is pretty well in his world. We start with the Magician upright. We then lead to the Page of Pentacles upright. But then we have the King of Cups reversed. The King is moody. Maybe a little bit cranky, but maybe not cranky so much as kind of sad. I feel like they're not feeling very happy. However, things are looking up. The Magician card just seems to indicate that they have pretty much everything they need to move forward on something new, some new financial adventure of some sort.
Well,
you say.
He was the Wizard of 1,000 Kings.
Uh-oh, he's going to wax romantic here.
But like they said in a Marvel movie, a magician is just a sorcerer without a hat. So I don't know if your twin flame wore a hat, but I'm thinking that's the main thrust here, is that he's in charge. This twin flame is in charge of their world. They really control everything. But there are competing aspects that I see here. One is the Page of Pentacles, so there's this idea that they want to dream or imagine something better, that they still want to adventure, they still want to create a world in a way.
Well, and it's really material. It's
It's material, but I sort of see other things there too, because it's the Page of Pentacles, and they're a persevering sort, and they're a thoughtful sort, and they explore too. Their brain explores. But then there's that King of Cups reversed, and that just says that maybe they're not completely happy in this instance, and or that they want to channel these emotional energies differently, but they don't find the opportunity or the ability to do that.
I don't know if I can get him good. He was so snuggled up there. He had his head buried in his paw. I just had to do it. Little sleepy boy. You can stay. Yeah. Go to sleep. And he's stuck in the cloth, which is not good. All right. So, Gina, I would say yes. Maybe not happy in the romantic, emotional sense. Feeling not fulfilled, maybe not in control, of things the way he would like or is used to. What do you say there?
I agree. I saw what she wrote, right.
Yeah. Let's do the Lenormand and see what we get on that. See, I love the colors on those cards. They're very, very colorful.
I like the colors. And I like the elegance of the design.
Yeah.
Hi, Anastasia.
We'll get you on the list, Anastasia. There's a few in front of you. Welcome. So look at that, the heart. And the snake. Well, what could I say about this?
Who's zooming who?
Well, who's zooming who? But why is he in the state he's in right now? Is somebody being untrue, unfaithful? Is there a snake in the grass here? Is there a, somebody who is just not being, very honest?
I think it just reflects the confusion that you mentioned above, or that whole idea about one thing's up, one thing's down, and it sort of represents that right there.
Well, I think it's all about, what? I think material world, he's got everything in control. Emotional side, not so much. So, gee, that's what we got to tell you today, Gina. I hope that helps. And hey, Austin, you are up, and after Austin is Hot Girl Vic, Dispel, and then Anastasia. Interesting. Well, it is what it is. I think that right now he's not a happy guy. Just not happy, not feeling it. All right. So we are waiting on Austin. And then after Austin's Hot Girl, Dispel, and Anastasia. So we are getting there. So don't forget to like the page if you haven't subscribed. We're really trying to get more subscribers. We're going to have a website soon. We're going to have services there, all kinds of stuff there. We'll probably have some of our videos featured there. We're going to have a forum. We're going to have a blog going. So stay tuned for that. We hope to have that up and running within the next week.
Austin, we're still waiting for you.
Maybe Austin is gone?
I always thought that Lenormand card at the end, Gina, the heart was better than the snake part of it, and just means that his heart is in the right place.
Oh, thanks, Hot Girl.
Thank you, Hot Girl.
Oops, I said Houston. Austin, you are up. Last call for Austin. We can move Austin to the bottom if not. right. Sometimes Austin just comes in to say hi.
Or comes up later.
On my diet, I can make some exceptions, Gina.
No, so it's all for me. It's a struggle, but I think I can do it.
So, and I'm working out more, so just burning those calories.
Well, let's move on from Austin then.
All right, we're going to go to Hot Girl. Hey, Hot Girl,
Hi,
you
Hot Girl.
are up.
Your
So it's your turn, and thanks for subscribing. And
Appreciate
Dispel,
that.
you'll be after Hot Girl, Anastasia, and if Austin comes back, Austin will be there. All right.
And we have just broke over into our second hour.
There's plenty of time.
Okay.
How to manifest your dreams and goals. Okay. How you're doing. Okay.
That seems like good information to know.
It's a good question. I thought you were going to cut him at first. Then I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't shuffle.
No, I'm just going to keep lusting for those jelly beans.
Wow, that plate got pretty empty there, Mr. O.
Did it?
I know I've been taking them only one at a time.
That's no fun.
I...
Of course.
Well, and when we do offer readings for a cost, there's just a number of spreads that I'm throwing on that website for sale individually that we can do. We'll always could set up just a session, 20-30 minute session, but really these spreads, there's just a big variety of them. Most of them I've created. The ones for the Lenormand are pretty standard Lenormand readings, so they're not things that I've created, but that I work with, the readings we work with. Okay.
The Four of Cups.
Okay.
The reversed Five of Wands.
Okay.
And then the Wheel of Fortune.
Wow.
Upright.
Well, this is a really interesting reading, Hot Girl. I'm not sure. So, how to achieve your dreams? It's really funny you would get the Four of Cups, because there's the card of somebody who's sitting there contemplating what to do next, kind of foregoing opportunities or whatever to determine what they need to do next. Well, and here's the funny thing. Then you have that Five of Rods reversed, and the Five of Rods reversed to me indicates, well, maybe there's something you need to let go of, that you have been fighting for a long time, trying to make happen, and it just hasn't been working for you. Maybe it's time to move on from that. That's one initial thing that comes to my mind. But it also could be just, learning to compromise some of your dreams and hopes. I mean, how can you make things happen? By making certain room for them in your life. For certain things to happen, you have to let go of certain other things. So think about it that way too. And finally, the Wheel of Fortune seems to indicate fate is going to play a real role here, and synchronicity and timing in some way. What do you see?
Well, these two cards, the Four of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, give me the feeling that this message comes spiritually to you on how to manifest, and that we're just sort of giving you an idea of how it may come and some of the broader elements of it. So it's kind of interesting because the Four of Cups and the Three of Wands, that's Three of Wands.
Oh, I said it was the 5.
But it was kind of funny because I think it almost works
It
two
almost
in a way.
works either way.
Okay, did you want to go back?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Let me think about it in a minute. Go ahead.
So to me, though, I'm thinking this is saying is that the certain amount of planning and or interacting with other people with your plan, which kind of goes towards the 5 in a way, is not necessarily going to work out for you. That being maybe over-planned or overworked in some respect. You may have to just try to relax and let messages come through, maybe from a more abstract, spiritual, whatever dimension, that maybe some of this will just kind of come to you more through dreams. There's sort of a dreamy quality about that card there too. And then too, that it's just a matter of luck too, that maybe where this takes you really is how it falls into place in luck, that these things may click for you in a way that is not really easy to see. It's just like a synchronicity moment when it happens.
Right. That's kind of how I feel about that card. But now to backtrack just a little bit, my bad eyes, I don't know why I thought that was like an upside down 5.
I did too, actually.
Oh my gosh. So, but you're right, there's 3 wands there, duh. So I think that he's right, though. It does kind of work out the same, because to me the 3 of wands is about, either working too hard on a goal or something to the point of, it's not helping, it's not getting anywhere, or just the fact that there are some dreams and goals that, you realize aren't just going to be turning out, and it's time to move on from them. I think the 4 of Cups is indicating that you need to do a little bit more soul searching on this, because that is the card of contemplation, that is the card of meditation. And I do feel there's just all of a sudden something is going to click, something is going to connect, something is going to come into your life, when it's meant to happen.
Even though this isn't the 5 of Wands reversed, I get the feeling like this is saying that too many cooks will spoil your broth, that you may want to try to find things where you have more autonomy for yourself. So, in other words, things that you can actually manage to some degree. So you would not be as well suited for anything where at that level of maybe thinking you have to work with too many other thinkers. It's one thing to just be part of a team and do the work that they ask you to do, but when you're really trying to formulate things, your energies may not work as well when they have to compete in a marketplace with other people, or maybe it's just the nature of how people gestalt, that they don't really necessarily work fairly with everybody. And of course, if you throw into the equation gender differences, who knows what happens there. So what do you have, Banch?
Well, I have the querent card, the client card, and then I have the birds. I think the birds might also be the fact that you might be getting a sign or a message, maybe that's connected to the wheel in some way, that you should look for signs and you should look for omens, not just sit back and meditate. What is really coming out at you, and what kind of synchronicities or signs or signals are you getting from the real world? Keep your eyes open. Now, that's usually a card of communication and networking, but I feel like birds are messengers, and there's omens that come from birds.
To me, I agree with that, Banshee, and then I think that the birds just draw me to the idea of the messages that are contained with this card, which means these messages could just come more from your subconscious or dreams, as you're mentioning too, but it could also just be a synchronicity of the wheel clicking into place at just the right moment, and you're there when an opportunity shows up.
Yeah.
And that's what I think will happen, and maybe dreams, meditation, or other things will lead you towards that, but it's really kind of nebulous, isn't it?
Yeah. But still, I think, and you mentioned you were dreaming. It's interesting. I had the first dream I've remembered in a long time today, in the brief time I slept, and was really vivid. But I feel that, maybe too, that maybe some of these omens or messages might be coming to you in dreams.
Right. To manifest your dreams, believe in your dreams.
So, wishing you luck with that. Good luck with that. Keep us posted, or let's try to explore it more in the future.
You never know, right?
Hey, Dispel, you are up. And after Dispel is Anastasia and Austin, if they've returned.
So, yeah, I'm with Gina. What were we talking about? I don't remember. That Dispel says is exciting. Everything we do is exciting. To us, at least.
Oh, maybe it was the bark.
You're welcome. Oh, the bark, yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know about the bark?
You can send some bark for $4.19, Gina. You absolutely can. That would be nice.
Thank you, hot girl. That's very nice of you. Thank you.
Aw, thank you. Anytime. Okay, Dispel, your question when you're ready.
I'm wondering if Dispel's on a time loop from us, too, because maybe he's responding to things that we said a few minutes before.
Oh, yeah, it seems like there's a good delay tonight, I think, with our stream. But whatever the case may be.
So I'll take a moment to remind everybody tomorrow to watch Oberon's Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges.
We're back to normal. It will be Oberon tomorrow.
Right, there's no April foolery going on.
No,
It's
that
just
was so much fun.
telling you your emotional currents and undercurrents. And then you can also, on Sunday, check out Banshee's Material Matters, the weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Didn't it sound so professional?
That did.
Yes.
That did. Like you were made to be an announcer, Mr.
I'm a
O.
voice actor. Actor.
Well, maybe Dispel is not here. Could that be?
Well, we'll just have to pick them up later, I suppose. Oh, there they are.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see what we've got.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's a big question. Oh.
Okay, we'll see. Thank you, Gina. Is it your deck or mine?
All right, let's see what we got. All right, Gina. Woohoo! Let's use this one.
Let the countdown begin. That means 11 days.
Yes. I don't know if you've been noticing my cards of the day on Mondays have been counting it down. Well, April 1st, I counted it down saying it was Banshee's birthday month with a little birthday cake. And then the Monday following, and the Monday following that, there will be another. Maybe I should put it on every one counting down the last week.
You're so silly about your birthday.
I am.
So we are sorry to hear that, Dispel.
Yeah, let's see what we pick up, if anything. So you just know they passed. You don't know much about it, I take it. One more. I'm just shuffling this really good for this question. Here you go. Are you leaving all those white jelly beans for me? Because that's not going to work.
Why are they... oh, never mind. Let's not take the show in that direction.
Oh, but you left me a spicy purple.
We got you, Dispel. You're good.
We got you. We're doing it right now. You left me one of those spicy purple ones, though, and I like those.
Another accident?
Did you like those too?
Maybe. Okay.
I just want to see what I'm feeling here. They're all reversed cards, which is no surprise. So we have the Ten of Cups reversed. We have the Star reversed. And we have the Queen of Swords reversed.
Man.
So...
I have a feeling that there's something sad here. And I'm wondering if this person maybe...
was it somebody who was part of the family? If not your family, they had their own family? Because I sense a kind of a family harmony shattered by this in some way. Maybe because it was so sudden. I don't know. I'm looking at the Star reversed.
I'm just wondering if the person also felt that maybe there was no hope, or that there was no hope for this person, that maybe they might have had a condition that never could be cured, or that there was never going to be a better outcome.
I just feel like it might have been, I don't know, I'm picking up something different, but I'm not sure. Like it might have been sudden in some way. The Queen of Swords is reversed too, which could indicate...
Right, and it might have been...
Were they taken into surgery or anything? Were they taken to the hospital and tried to be saved?
This could be an indication, the Queen of Swords, that maybe there was some
sometimes.
sort of cutting that happened, and so that could indicate an accident, but more likely it could indicate
Well,
some
yeah,
sort
it
of
could indicate an accident. too.
medical procedure, perhaps.
I just feel that there was some, when I see the star reversed, I don't know why, but I'm picking up that the person themselves, they were kind of confused, like I'm sure death, I don't know, you only die once, so you can't say, but I kind of get this feeling like they were very taken off guard when this happened. Sometimes that makes me think that they either died in their sleep or that they might have been unconscious.
I don't feel
I don't
that
know why
so
I'm
much,
picking that up.
but I do think that it could have been a sudden death, maybe more because of the Queen here. But I mostly feel that maybe there's a sadness, like maybe they didn't feel loved, or there was a condition where there was not able to feel people's care. Maybe they died in a hospital of COVID. I don't know.
I feel like it broke the a family or a situation is really broken up over this. That's that Ten of Cups to me.
There was no hope for them ultimately, is what I'm feeling here, or that there just didn't seem to be a better outcome for them.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So it was family.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. There's something, let's take a look at I want to see what the Lenormand will add.
Yeah, I'm literally down to my last couple of cousins myself. And I'm close to one of them in particular. It was sudden.
Okay, I feel it was, and
That's this one.
I feel like I'm picking up this confusion, and I don't know if it's family members who just were taken aback by this, or if it's the actual spirit itself of the cousin that I'm getting that out of. I'm not sure. That's not clear to me. I don't know. Okay, so
The fish.
the fish are here. And the fox. And I'm trying to remember in my mind if there's any association with doctors and the fox, but I'm not sure. But the fox is definitely... So this could have happened... this might have been a blood event in some way, or something to do with...
Were they deceiving people about their health? I'm wondering if maybe they weren't being upfront about maybe something wrong with their health.
Either that, or they were they were deceived about their health. I forgot that's another element of the fox here. But there is something... Addiction. Okay. Because you know what? The fish, to me, has something to do with blood or things that move through the bloodstream. So I suppose, whether they shoot with the needle or they're ingesting drugs, this does enter the system and goes through the body. I think the fish is about watery elements a lot, too.
I don't want to diagnose your cousin, of course, but in general, I know that sometimes people who have addictive issues, they may not feel that they're loved, or that they're very codependent, so that could be the Ten of Cups there, or that they just don't really have a lot of hope, which is, to me, what the star reversed was, too.
So the other thing about this is that, with addiction is that sometimes it's not the addiction that kills people. It's not necessarily an overdose, but, after time, different things in the body react
Organ breakdown.
poorly. So it's possible here something happened with the blood, like a blood clot or, an aneurysm or something like that is a possibility, if not an overdose or something like that. But I think it was sudden, It was definitely sudden, and you've said as much. I felt that, I don't know why, with the star, that's just reversed. I'm getting
that more from the Queen of Swords reversed, but I could see that too.
Okay.
Well, we are sorry.
Yeah, I hope this gave you some information.
We're really sorry for you.
But do tell us if you find out more what's happened there. Sorry to hear it. Sorry for your loss. And that's what we have for you. Good luck. Anastasia, you are up. And I think, did you want a general? I think you posted something. Gonna go back, and there it is. General reading. Okay, we can do a general reading for you, Anastasia. Hope you're still here. And then after Anastasia will be Austin if they returned.
Thank you, Gina.
Oh, man. Thank you, Gina. I have to tell you sometime about that vision I had today. I will say one thing. I kind of explained it to Merwin in a tweet that it was very vivid and it was very short. I don't know. It has kind of double-edged meanings to it, but I really had the feeling there was a healing element about it.
It's my cards.
Okay. Sorry. So I have to fill you in on that, Gina. Thank you for that wish. I appreciate it.
Okay, and this is the general reading for Anastasia.
Oh, there you are. Okay. You got it. Well, needless to say, I did buy myself a few birthday gifts. One of them I think I showed off already. The others, well, some have not arrived, but others, there's a couple that are here. I've just been hiding it away for now. And rumor has it Mr. O is getting me something I've wanted for a while.
The nature of our gift buying, she tells me what she wants and I get it for her. I'll throw a surprise in, I'm sure.
Oh, goodness. I like surprises sometimes.
Thank you, Dispel.
Oh, okay.
Bless
You're
you.
welcome. Good luck. Take care.
Anastasia, we have the Queen of Wands.
Nice.
Upright. Pretty card. And then we have
Yes.
the Eight of Swords.
Reversed.
Reversed.
Nice.
And then the High Priestess, which we've had a few times tonight.
Upright.
And that's upright.
Wow, Anastasia, what's up here? You've got the Queen of Wands upright, the High Priestess upright. This can be a really powerful time for you. Back off there. I'll get there. Back off, Mr. O. This could be a real powerful time for you. I mean, it seems like you are in control of things, and your intuition, your gut is really on target lately. You need to listen more, maybe. But the point is, I think what this is leading to is the fact that you now realize that maybe you have been holding yourself back in some way. There's been some things in your life that have happened that have made you, uncertain and a little bit afraid of moving in the right direction, taking a step forward. You yourself had put up some barriers and were keeping things out and also keeping yourself from moving forward. Well, you're breaking them down now. Clearly, you're breaking them down because confidence has returned and your intuition is telling you it's time.
I'm thinking that before now-ish, You were not the Queen of Wands, as Banshee says, the confident person, but you were thinking about what you needed to do. You just needed something to happen to kind of give you that impetus to move ahead. And that happened finally. Maybe it was a revelation of the High Priestess. But what I really think is going to happen for you, Anastasia, is that maybe you're going to find that there's some sort of business opportunity for you. I'm thinking that's what the Queen of Wands brings, is a business opportunity. So maybe somebody is going to help you get started in a business, or maybe you have your own ideas about how to start a business. You were just waiting for the right things to happen. But I think you're going into some sort of business, perhaps.
Well, thanks to Spell, we'll be celebrating it on next Sunday's show, the day before my birthday.
Thank you.
So, and not this Sunday, the Sunday following. I'm sorry, a week from Sunday. Whoops.
So it really looks good, Anastasia. The High Priestess sort of tells me that maybe deep down inside, you waited until now. You wait until now because now you know this time is here or nearly here, and that you will be moving forward with that kind of stuff.
This looks really, really positive.
It does. It looks very positive for you.
So I don't know how things have been for you lately, but expect an upgrade if they haven't been going well. I think, life is about to change, but also that's because you have made the decision that it is time to, break out of those barriers, so self-imposed barriers.
We love all of you. We do.
We do, honest. He means it. I mean it. Gina, that is so interesting what you said, and I really have to share that with you. I will be filling you in on this experience because now it's really making a sort of sense. Wow. All right. Okay, so here we go. We have the Rider, and we have the Letter. Something is on the move, whether it's you, but it seems as though something is coming to you, a message, a letter. Maybe it's a sign, because we've got the High Priestess here. So now, even though that is a physical letter, I'm a firm believer, that could also indicate, if I couple it with the High Priestess card, that, some message might come to you from your subconscious that starts setting all of this in motion.
Well, the Rider is generally movement, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm thinking...
And news.
And news. And see, that 8 of Swords reverse, it's saying like a person who maybe was really holding themselves back has decided to start making the moves, which is why I see you being involved maybe in a business venture of some sort or some project. And of course, this revelation thing, yeah, I agree with Banshee here too, that I just sort of think like whatever's causing this to happen is really kind of like a sign to you. It's just kind of coming to you and it's like, click, time to do it.
Yeah. Hey, can't beat that. Good luck with that, Anastasia. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for subscribing and liking.
Oh, did she too? Oh, awesome.
Well, she might have. Hot Vic Girl did.
Or thanks in advance for that.
Now you have to do it, right? See what I did there?
Hey, Austin, are you back? Let's give Austin a moment or two. So yeah, I don't dream as much as I used to, but sometimes I get into a state that's semi-dreamlike and semi-lucid. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm pretty I'm in dream world, I think, but I start just getting these visions, and it's usually close after I have nodded out that happens, not later in the night. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened to me today when I was napping. I had one, and it was pretty intense.
Somebody was sending some energy.
Oh, thanks,
Thank you.
Anastasia.
We really appreciate that.
It.
Austin, we're calling you again.
Second call for Austin.
Or third or fourth.
So I did have a weird thing happen to me, though. Maybe it was a COVID vaccine hallucination. But the day I got my my last shot, and I was really groggy and tired out, I laid on the couch in there, and I was laying there. I just started to nod out, but I was awake when all of a sudden I heard this very loud and very close to my ear exhale. And it was deep and throaty and loud. And I'm like, I look around, I look for the cats. The cats
You thought it was me,
around.
didn't you? You asked me if it was me later.
It was weird, and there was nobody around, and so I didn't know what to make of that. That was kind of ominous to me, but everything else turned out so well after I got the vaccine, so I don't know. Maybe a COVID hallucination. I guess Austin is not with us, so we've got a few extra minutes here. I suppose if anybody has an additional question, we could take it.
Absolutely, and I bet I know somebody who
We
will.
open the floor. Thursdays have been kind of quieter lately, so if you know anybody who wants to come for readings.
Gina, have you ever seen that movie? It's an old 40s movie. It's probably not exactly what we're talking about, but it's a really cool movie. It's got all those old 40s actors, Sidney Greenstreet and all those people like that.
Yeah, Gina, I don't know if there's ever a time I'm not walking between worlds somewhere. It seems that way to me. So no surprise that would happen while I'm drifting off.
Well, should we do tarot together? What should we do?
Well, we could maybe do a tarot together. I don't know. Do you have any question?
Do I have a question?
Does anybody have any question that's not like, let's say, too heavy political, but, you know, something about current events that they want to know about?
We don't have a lot of people in our chat room, so
I guess not.
Maybe.
So maybe we will be closing it down. I'll just give it one more minute.
Usually somebody like my sweet Christina might have a question.
That's true.
Oh, what's that song?
My higher self exhaling. Okay. It was kind of a throaty breath. But
Usually the higher self has inhaled.
what can we expect globally? Well, that's vague enough. Let's see what's going
yeah.
on. Let's see if there's anything that stands out. That's a good question.
I've heard of that. I'm not very familiar with it being an old music fart. But I have heard of that. Believe it or not, my son or somebody else I know talked about it. But we'll do that question. That sounds like fun. And we are probably going to do more readings like that. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but on our YouTube channel, we do some occasional loftier type predictions. Like we did one for 2021. We've done Brexit. We did 5 videos on Brexit.
Oh my gosh, Britain, a lot of people were watching those videos.
Yeah,
in
we got
Britain.
over 1,000 views on them accumulated. And we've done coronavirus predictions and talk.
The Super Bowl.
So yeah, we like to do these little prognostic. What do you call that?
So I think once I get the web page up, one of the things in the forum will be, at the forum part, will be trying to get ideas for more types of prediction readings people would like to see.
Mm-hmm.
Shuffle. Yeah, I don't know. Things are weird globally. I mean, the one thing that struck me globally lately was this whole ginormous ship getting stuck in the Suez Canal and just literally messing with world commerce so badly. It just boggled my mind, you know, that we were all centered around this ship in the Suez Canal.
I'll look for that dispel. Okay, so we're going to do a question that Dispel asked.
And we'll get to yours after, Gina.
So, what can we expect globally? And this is kind of interesting because, of course, it's hard to hone in on a global collective. Everybody's got their own things, but let's see what we got.
Wow. Well, Chariot, for sure.
So there's drive and ambition.
Moving. The 4 of Wands reversed. Okay. And the 3 of Pentacles. Well, this is interesting. I dare I say it?
We're going to party like it's 1999.
Well, the 4 of Wands is reversed. I think we're really trying to rebuild a foundation. They're not rebuild it so much as put more work into it. And I don't know if this is talking about the COVID situation worldwide, but it looks to me like there's a lot of work going on, and somebody or some country, whatever, wants to be recognized for something. Something noble that they've done, or some of their efforts they've done towards something.
Well, maybe they're the ones that are really leading the way. The Chariot is about drive and leadership in a way, too. So maybe whoever this is, and I'm going to just say that it strikes me as that maybe it's a coalition, that maybe it's not just one country or agency or concern, but maybe they're the ones that really will be trying to figure out how we can globally come together on COVID or other world issues.
Because the Four of Wands, whether upright or reversed, also has this feeling of more than one. Like there's family or there's a group working together, to get a project completed. And or to celebrate something. When it's upright, it's a big celebration. So I feel that there's definitely going to be a lot of things happening. And to me right now, it looks more positive than negative.
Thank goodness.
So let's toss some Lenormand on that.
Absolutely. Hi, Sunman. Did we wake you up?
Do you think it has anything to do with industry or maybe the earth? Like maybe climate stuff?
I don't know, because the Chariot looks to be ambitious, of course.
Yeah, so maybe more like trade agreements?
I mean, in a sense, it probably would be helpful to the world's commerce situation if most of us were healthy and vaccinated.
Well, the good news is that we've got the anchor, and then we have the bouquet. And the bouquet is like a gift or praise or acclaim again, happiness. So I'm beginning to get the feeling that life is going to stabilize a little bit. I'm not going to say there's a return to normal, but we're just going to feel a big relief over that. Are you paying attention?
I am, but okay. I was...
All right.
Well, that's what I feel too, is that there's kind of like a holding pattern here, and that the longer we can stabilize, the more likely we're going to have some bounty somehow.
Oh, that is interesting. Interesting to spell.
Yeah.
Hey, Divine.
Hi, Divine.
Hey, we can probably fit in a question for you, but just give us a minute. We're going to be working on Gina's question, and then we'll move to you. Good to see ya.
I bet you've been busy.
Glad are things going well, at least, Divine?
It is good to see you, too. Thank you.
All right,
It's
Gina.
been a while.
Let's see what's going on. Mr. O, you want to go
I don't know.
deck?
That is kind of an interesting thought there, Dispel.
Deck for Gina's
okay,
question.
I'm going to use the English Magic Tarot, and we're going to do Gina's question, and we can do Divine.
Well, it's good to see you've been super busy, so things are going well, I hope.
Dispel, I just sort of think that somehow the world does come together, despite the fact that too many world governments don't want to come together. I don't know how that happens, so I really don't.
Well, me either. I'm just not sure if it's talking about Corona or something more specific, because I feel like there could be something to do with trade, definitely with, manufacturing or material goods.
I'm happy for you, Divine. That's great.
Oh, that's good. Awesome. All right, what about Carol?
Okay, we have a 7 of coins.
Okay, reversed.
Reversed.
I kind of get that.
Yeah, me too. We have the Queen of Wands.
That's Carol.
Yeah, isn't it? And then we have the 3 of coins.
Wow. Carol's amazing. Let me just say that.
I'm thinking she's doing a full bounce back. I don't know how long it'll take, but I think she's doing a full bounce back.
The 7 of coins indicates she's got to get back to it. she's either got to do more rehab, she's got to work on it. It's not happening overnight. That's
Yeah.
the Seven of Coins. But that Queen of Wands, this is a person who's strong, a lot of strength of character and resolve and determination. And that Three of Coins shows that, she can do this. She can do this.
Well, not only that, but she's going to impress them when she does it. They're going to be surprised by that, and they're going to say, well, she did this better, she did this faster, she did this differently. That something will just sort of be worthy of some praise in terms of what she did there. To me, that Seven of Coins reverse says is that now she sort of has weathered the storm, and she's going to really be moving herself into more active work.
Well, work on self, I feel. It's still work on self.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Let me get the Lenormand
that's
on
wonderful. That's so wonderful.
Well, it takes time. It does take time. And I clearly see that here, but I see what a strong person Carol is.
Yeah, that's that Queen of Wands.
Yep.
I wish I could be more like that.
Okay, so
There's
the
those
fish,
fish.
and there's the book. Well, I'm not sure what this means exactly. I'm thinking that maybe she needs to find out more information about, what more she can do to improve her, her health status.
Yeah, it seems to me like there's more things to do, and that maybe she's just in one stage, and then at some point she's going to kind of plateau. But because she's so engaged, then she's going to say, "Okay, well, how do I get to the next step?
Yeah, what's the
how do I
next
get to the
step?
next one?"
What's the next level? And finding out more, because the fish are about abundance. So it's like, there's just maybe she's going to have a number of people or situations helping her, achieve, independence again from the machines and whatnot.
Look at really closely at this book. At the very top of the book
yeah.
is like a little ram sitting on the book.
I think she noticed that, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I thought you were going to notice that. So it's very cool. And yeah, the Queen of Wands just represents a dynamic person, somebody who just really engages and activates the world, just has the powers of magnetism and attraction. So that's Carol. Yeah, that's you too.
That's what we have for you. Wow, looks good. I hope it's all true. I really do. She's gone through a lot. And still is.
And still is, yep.
So, all right, we have a question. Divine You.
Divine You.
Do you have a question today?
Good, that she loves to read it.
Awesome. Oh, she loves to read. Well, plenty of things to read, apparently. She's going to do a lot of it.
There's a lot of fish in the sea. There's a lot of books in the world.
All right, so Divine You, question from you.
Yeah.
And we will close out the day with you.
And a jelly bean or two.
Okay, I'm eating a couple more. This is my limit. Oh, wow. Mr. O.
Which one was that? Oh, you
No, I'm
because they're
just
all
looking
gone.
at the lack of jelly beans in the plate.
Remember I showed him at the beginning of the show?
I guess in his defense, he'll say that most of them were really tiny jelly beans.
What does the universe have for Divine Universe? You're done.
Okay, well, let's see. Sonny.
You're welcome.
You're so cute. Sonny has been laying by my side here out of camera view for a while.
Every
now.
time the camera moves to just the card view,
Yeah.
I grab a big mouthful of jelly beans and eat them so that you don't know that they're going. and then they're gone. That's why they're gone. I have a notorious, several years now, addiction to jelly beans, especially at Easter time because there's so many available, and I'll go through bags of them on my own, and it is pretty disgusting, I'll be honest.
I don't know where he puts them because, like, I don't know. So, anyway.
What do you mean?
We need to do an intervention, guys.
I don't seem to gain a lot of weight from eating those.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, I see. See, I wouldn't know about that because I'm not really much of a drinker, so I don't know about those things.
Rum is my drink of choice.
When I drank more, I did like some rum and Coke.
Read a book. Wow, person after my own heart. Yes, read a book.
Okay, Divine Universe.
Speaking of which, I just got one recently on my Kindle for called Ancestral Tarot. Looks very interesting. Just one of those birthday presents. You know.
How's your life mapping, and what does the universe have in store?
A lot of work and stuff. It's back to work.
Look at that. You're super busy, but you told us that. The Four of Swords, yep.
But there's a little trouble in paradise here. Why do we have that Two of Cups reversed there? We'll talk about that. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles upright. So you are learning, you are moving forward with it sounds like, at least in these two cases, it's about work. And it looks as though, you are, there's no time for rest. Rest time is over. You are busy. And it's very clear here. You're doing great. That's what that card indicates.
Are they possibly going to ask if they can send you or relocate you, even if it's a temporary assignment, and that maybe that results in a little bit of this, Two of Cups action here that doesn't represent maybe like, major problems, but just sort of like a little bit of distance there in some way. I just get the sense like this return to activity and this learning something new stuff maybe, or this really busy thing maybe could involve an assignment that might move you away a little bit from the area, or at least from some of what you're doing, what your activities are.
Well, either that or they're just adding something, layers to your job. Possibly is a possibility. 8 to 11 p.m. Wow.
Yeah, she loves the Gilded.
The Gilded Tarot Royale. Yes, it wasn't my first deck, but it was my first Ciro Marchetti deck. No, actually, I take that back. Legacy of the Divine was, but the Gilded Tarot is really beautiful.
So you are busy, and they are probably letting you learn new skills for them too.
Here's what I think, Divine. You have to make sure that work does not take over the other aspects of your life here. This is relationships. Don't let all the work that you're doing, interfere with your romantic or, family life, You got to have room for both. And in time, maybe as you learn, I understand you got to put more time in. You've got to do what you've got to do. But remember, don't let the other part of your life suffer.
Good night, Gina.
Take care, Gina. We will see again. I'll be in touch soon. I got to tell you that vision thing. Jeez.
So that's what it looks like, and I'd say that despite that, it's mostly like some really good activity for you, but you're going to get tired maybe, so just make sure you do your vitamins and stay healthy and all that.
And let me
do the Lenormand.
Well, we haven't watched Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, I think I've seen parts of the movie, but I haven't seen...
Yeah, we're not really a big fan.
Of pirates. Sorry. We have a friend who is, really.
Maybe over that's the top. He's enough of a pirate for 5 of us.
Even having the parrot. Right?
When he wears his pirate drag, I always say, look, it's adamant. Because it reminds me of the adamant, pirate drag. Oh, okay. So that makes sense in a way. Okay, so we have the cross.
Well, beware, because there's something here now. Why would we get all these two negative cards when everything
Yeah, they
looks
are a
so
little
good?
bit contrary.
So they are a little bit contrary. What I think, actually, as I look at this now, what I think it might mean is that, well, it could be two things. Don't work yourself so hard that you make yourself sick, because it could cause you some grief later. That could be what these two cards indicate here is, a slight sick spell, maybe due to overwork and stress. Secondarily, this could be something a little bit different if it resonates with you more. It could also indicate that maybe periods of stress and trouble, the grief is starting to lessen now. Or I should say grief and stress that you've had is starting to lessen now, because the mice is about lessening things too.
And I'm going to say that with the mice too, that I sort of feel like that represents the idea that you understand that all work and no play, living far away and having less time, makes you feel needy and makes you feel emotionally like, you're not quite as in tune to.
Yeah.
And so that is the bother to you, the needfulness you feel. And basically you will be trying to work on ways to end that, to find resolutions.
So there are some caveats here, but really things look like they're going pretty good for you overall, Divine You, so you should be good with that. Just don't overdo it.
Oh, we don't get histrionic about pirates. I mean, pirates are okay. I always gag with the pirates. It's not a big issue.
Yeah.
Just we don't really glom onto it, so it's like we can make a few jokes.
It's just that's why we didn't get the reference, because duh.
Because we're not so astute.
I should have thought about it, but
Oh, and I don't even want to touch that one. I can feel it already, though.
we are done.
We
and
are.
So hope that helped, Divine You.
Thanks for
and
dropping in
good
again.
To see you
It's
again.
nice to see you.
And especially good to hear that everything's been going well.
And don't worry, I'm sure you're going to get through this, because number one, you really like opportunity and you are not afraid of ambition, Divine. We have learned that about you.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe that's also what Alex likes about you too. So, you're planning for the future and, you're going to get there.
So we're done.
We are done.
So I hope everybody enjoyed the show today. Thanks for coming. This was a much livelier Thursday night than we've had in a while. So we appreciate you and hope you come back next time. And see us on Sunday if you have a chance. We'll be here from 2
I thought
to
the
4
spell
p.m.
was indicating that maybe somebody had bad breath. I feel so silly. I'm sorry. That's hilarious.
Mr. O is a little obtuse. That's what I call him, obtuse.
Can I play the kitty video again?
Anyway, guys, take care. Have a great week and stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Bye-bye. Shadow pick up. Which one? That one?
Is it over?